So as I say, Richard Nixon and basically John McCain were supposed to take care of this little problem that is basically me. Um, Lucifer Starline, also named American citizen named Brian Nathaniel Alexander Riley. The name of America, adjuster and editor of your rights, and lots of people be looking over these videos going, he's lying, he's lying, he's lying. But I never lie. I never bluff. And I'm very rarely wrong. So, but I do occasionally get things mixed up a bit, since there's so many planets out there in the universe and so many life forms. And a lot of them know me. So, knew me. And quite a few of them live for billions and trillions of years. So, anyway, so Abraham Lincoln was going to adopt me. He didn't have a son. He was going to adopt me, and I tragically died of fever and poison. And but I came back. So that's because I am the creator of stars and galaxies and several different life form types, and usually they find me. So at some point. So, meanwhile, Rick Bush and Rick Bash and Rodney Dean Riley, Rick Bush, who he has had several different names already or whatever, or is known under several different names himself as he tried to do things or whatever, and then got in trouble and then had to change his name. You know, including also like cutting the cost or trying to make my aircraft cheap or pathetic, skimming off metal or whatever, money, basically. And he was indicted on charges, and also, that's Rick Bush, my neighbor, the Jehovah's Witness, Joe's Witness. And they were indicted, one of them was indicted basically in the death of Howard Hughes, the test pilot, pretty much possibly Joe's Witnesses or Jehovah's Witnesses. They said that they had credible evidence that it was a religious organization that was doing it or something like that. So they've been at it for a while. So going to probably be being at it for a while. I suppose, I don't know about the Ku Klux Klan or the KKK. I don't know what they were doing other than maybe, like I said, Nixon or JFK was several different photographs were taken of him basically being inside of Europe, cruising around on a motorcycle. So, yeah, hanging out with some bikers, possibly the Hells Angels. I don't really know. Like I said, I really liked the Hells Angels. I thought they were cool, and I really respected them. I thought that they could actually, you know, and they should have had quite a bit of money because I did give them permission to use the air-cooled engine that they use for the Harley Davidson, basically on their motorcycles. You know, I think maybe I was supplying the engine or something. I don't know, but basically the blueprints or how the engine worked was basically given to them, basically so they could, you know, pursue building motorcycles in the United States of America or something like that, or America, I mean. So they should have had a fair amount of money and been able to climb to a fair amount of wealth and power or whatever wealth, you know, legitimately. You know, as it was a very, very, very good, very, very well thought out engine design, and they basically got the schematics for it. So, you know, and I agreed to also sell them quite a few units, I think like a couple thousand units or something. Anyway, and I would make a certain amount on each motorcycle, like $50 or $10, whatever the going rate was at the time for inflation and cost and all that other stuff. So, anyway, but it was a pretty good deal where I'd just be supplying the engines out of Germany, and they would just be putting them in motorcycles. You know, they had the tube, I had the, you know, and then they get the engines, and you know, fair is fair, and everything was cool with that. So, anyway. So, but apparently somebody decided to break into the factory, kill the workers or something like that. I don't really know. And you know, this thing became a mess. Of course, everyone else is going, because it's like Lucifer Starline. Not just a name, not just an inventor, not just the Titanic, not just the Leviathan or the Lusitania, and not just the colony ship, but the actual creator of the stars and about a third or two-thirds of the matter in the universe, or most of it, for which most matter came, or something like that, or life and life. So, basically, yeah. And they were going back to try and kill me or remove me as basically such a rich person basically keep me from existing. The only thing is, well, yeah, I'm the creator of the human life form types, and quite a few others. So, and my life forms were very protective and very loving, caring, and really wanted me to be in existence. So, I don't know, like I say, I'm not the one with the crazy plans or plots. You'll have to ask Rodney or Rick Bush or someone or some Jehovah's Witness piece of shit or a St. Joe's Witness or person or someone, as they were trying to take over the courts in Santa Barbara, trying to take over the hospitals in Santa Barbara, trying to bribe or get doctors to basically get me committed or get other people committed. And they actually were committing. They were finding rich or people in the control of factories, and then they were getting them charged with insanity and basically trying to lock them up and drug them in psychological wards just because of their old position, and they would try and get someone in there that they could control. We helped you get where you are. Now you're going to help us. Yeah, so I guess. So that's probably, you have to go talk to them about that. I have nothing to do with insanity or the craziness or the stupidity. But yeah, they've been like... I'm going, he's crazy. Lucifer lies. Brian lies. He's just a child. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He has a disability. He's retarded. He's this, he's that. It's like, yeah, I'm the creator, and I was nanotechnology at one point in time, and AI, and a lot of other things, and basically had this epic 999 trillion year existence, and that's how I know about the galaxy coming towards us, because I built it. So I knew that there was another galaxy going to be coming towards here or coming somewhere. And other people wanted me to die before I told you, blah blah blah, and I was having the Hubble and other telescopes get a reading of how far away it was, because I had lost track of time, because I didn't know how long it had been. And once they told me, oh well, it's about 680 billion years away. Oh, okay, then it's been 99 trillion years. Originally, I thought it was like a billion or something like that, but I think they were asking me, they're like, billion years, million years. And I was like, what's more than a billion years? So they had to come up with a new number or something. I don't know. So long ways away. So anyway, yeah. So like I say, shrug. I don't really care. I'm really old and been around a long time, and Abraham Lincoln tried to adopt me. Rodney's trying to say I'm his son and that I'm crazy, and so is Rick Bush, and they're basically, I don't know. I mean, and there's confirmation of basically a lot of people being tortured, and there's also confirmation of basically a lot of people also, like JFK got tortured, and Nixon was about to get tortured, and that's why I think we might have showed him, or he might have had a dream or something like that, and that's why he went on camera and said, well, we chopped off the left arm, we chopped off the right arm, blah, blah. And basically, and he was describing what he was doing for someone. I don't know, because I think JFK or Nixon ratted on Jimmy Carter or something like that, or someone, basically, and explained what they were doing, or something like that. And that's why he was chopping off arms. And then later on, they acquitted each other. Like, Nixon acquitted, basically, Jimmy Carter, and Jimmy Carter acquitted, blah, 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 blah. But none of them had the power to do that. And the president doesn't really have the power to acquit people or have anything to do with the court system. Only the real judge, the star, Lucifer star. They used to call me Judge. So, because I'm the inventor of all laws and everything else. So, when they would always say, let's take it to a higher court. Yes? Lucifer star, I'm writing a chippy. Which is why they're like, well, we got to get away from you. Blah, blah, blah. But like, I'm the founder of laws and everything else. So it's like, and I'm 900 trillion years old. So I'm like, nobody in their rational mind. So anyway, yeah. And like, I'm just on vacation anyway. I mean, I'm actually taking a vacation. So, like, other people usually deal with the courts and the court systems and stuff like that. And that's a way in. But it's like, well, good luck with it, guys. Keep going. You're going to get it. You're going to do it. Keep going. You'll win someday. You'll get it. Come on. Keep going. Oh, yeah. And they'll probably eventually, like they were actually removing bulletproof vests a long time ago and giving police officers lead shot, which is basically like useless against any type of bulletproof vest practically. Like it won't even, like lead shot just goes, and it's like you're Superman. Which is why my cops also have armor piercing rounds and all kinds of stuff. Because a lot of criminals use bulletproof vests and stuff like that. So, and they were just trying to kill all my cops or kill the cops basically. And it's like, well, they're going to be using armor piercing round and silver bullet, or brass bullets, and so should we, and all that other stuff. So that's why the police use, armor piercing rounds and also other things. And they're just supposed to check their shots. Like, police officers are just supposed to be that good. I mean, well, they're supposed to have different types of ammo, but basically, or just be able to hit someone in the head, So, anyway, like I say, oh well, founder of police and laws and police officers and everything else like that. And founder of military, as I founded whatever security, blah, 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 and that became military. And then I founded a civilian or whatever, and that became the police officers, or something like that. Anyway, old group, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, and then just adding more regulations onto the thing as I'm paying them. Like, now you have to do this, now you have to do that, blah, 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 blah. Hey, whatever. I'm just on vacation mostly. So, I mean, you guys can figure out the craziness. And, like, the whole universe is like... And I'm like, whatever. I'm bored.